Hello, everyone. It is I, Will, with Exposing the IWC. I hope all is well. I hope you can hear me. I hope the audio sounds good. Give me a thumbs up if it does. We are talking about what are we talking about today or tonight? First of all, this is a late stream, as you guys know. Typically, I will stream earlier in the day. It's happening late now because my schedule is about to change starting at the beginning of the year. Starting early January, I will probably have to, if I'm going to stream during the weekday, it'll be around this time because my schedule is about to change. I can't do anything about that. It is what it is. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. This is a test run to see if I can maneuver and operate during this time. It's not that late. 6 o'clock on the East Coast, right before Raw. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's why I'm streaming this late. But beyond that, who cares about that, right? We have stuff to talk about. We have Raw preview. We'll be talking about who done it, who attacked Jade Cargill, what are the storylines for the Raw, why is people freaking out about Naomi. I may have contributed to that a little bit on the internet. Talk about my viral tweet about Naomi attacking Jade Cargill and how that went crazy. Talk about the main event here, which, well, it should be the main event, Nia Jax and Bianca Belair. Who's going to win that and why? Before we break that down, we're going to kind of go back to SmackDown and see how the storylines intertwine and how it's coming together. But before that, folks, got breaking news, okay? We got some breaking news. You know what the breaking news is? Bianca Belair is back in the singles division. Celebrate, good times come. That's actually not that. That's not the actual news, okay? The actual news is actually this. Apparently, according to PW Insider, we have confirmation from PW Insider that we're getting an IC titles for the women. This was speculated. This was guessed, okay? We weren't sure. But apparently it's true. They are working the plans to get the IC title for the women on Raw. Let's look at the actual tweet here because, I didn't actually look this up myself. I had to steal this from Twitter. Okay, here we go. It says right here, plans are underway for the WWE to introduce a women's Intercontinental Championship for the Raw brand. This is huge for the women, okay? The women need mid-card storylines. Well, you don't need titles for mid-card, but apparently they do, okay? I always say titles are just plot devices, okay? Person A and person B want title. That's what it is. It's a plot device. You don't need it to tell a story, but apparently they do. So good thing we have them now for the women on Raw and on SmackDown. There are mid-card belts for the women to chase. What does that mean? Lyra, stand up. Let's go, Lyra. Got something to do. Dakota Kai, you got something to do. Becky Lynch, we return, got something to do. Because I do believe Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, that's going to Mania. I still believe that. So now you got a mid-card title for Becky, for Lyra, for Dakota. I think they're going to call up Sol Ruka early. Sol Ruka to Raw. Maybe Jordan Grace goes to Raw, okay? There's something for the women to chase. There's something to tell a story. Again, you don't need one to tell a damn story, okay? Look at freaking the New Day. Is there a belt there? No. There's a story between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. No belt, right? Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. No belt, right? For the women, they need one apparently, so whatever. But we got it. We got some belts. Tell some damn stories on SmackDown and Raw. Let's go. Who do you want to be the champion on Raw for the IC title? If I had to guess, I say Lyra up front. But then again, Becky Lynch is going to be there. Then again, maybe Sol Ruka, maybe Jordan Grace. There's people, there's bodies, there's women there. You can tell some stories, but Lyra will be my first pick just because they gave her a vignette. So they gave her a vignette. So Bayley Wrestling sent me this tweet. I agree. They gave Lyra a vignette. They gave Dakota Kai a vignette. Does it mean they're going to win the title? No, but that's why probably. So maybe Dakota Kai isn't turning heel right away. I thought that vignette was leading towards a heel turn against Io Sky, but now that we know we're getting IC titles, well, then it makes sense. Dakota Kai chasing the IC title, Lyra Valkyria chasing the IC title. There's stuff to do. There's a tournament. I still think Dakota Kai will turn heel, by the way, but there's a tournament coming up, I think, for the women on Raw, so it is what it is. I did not acknowledge the chat at all. What's up, chat, by the way? Maya, what's up? Pedro, David, Doom, how's it going? About damn time. Yeah, it is about damn time, It's about damn time. The women got some mid-card belts. Let's tell stories. All right, so moment of silence for Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill apparently, to get off topic here, is actually injured. Okay, we'll talk about that here in a second. Apparently, she has like a neck injury. It's all, I don't buy any of this news from Meltzer or whatever. They don't know shit. Okay, but apparently she has an injury. We don't know the severity or situation at all. We don't know how bad it is. I mean, so we'll just hold off on that discussion. But apparently she's hurt. I hope all the best. Hope she returns healthy soon. But we don't know for sure. But anyway, IC title, Lyra, Dakota, maybe Becky Lynch, maybe Dakota Kai. Can you imagine Becky Lynch in the mid card telling stories? Raw is gonna be cooking. Okay, let Liv. I guarantee you right now, the mid card title chase will overshadow the world title. People are already tired of the Liv Morgan Rhea Ripley thing. I guarantee you, if you have Becky, Lyra, Dakota Kai, maybe Sol Ruka, because I think Sol Ruka will win the Iron Survivor, lose to Roxanne Perez at New Year's Evil, and they get called up similar to what happened with Tiffany. Tiffany got called up early. I think Sol Ruka will get called up early as well. So can you imagine that mid-card title chase with Becky Lynch involved? I think it'd be better storytelling and better booking all around. It may be more entertained by the mid-card on Raw than the actual world title. But I mean, no offense to Liv Morgan stands or anything like that. No offense whatsoever. But I think it's very possible. So yeah, I'm excited for the women. About damn time. You're going to have some mid-card storylines, some mid-card belts. Awesome. All right. Anything else? Am I missing anything there? Let's see. She's not injured? Well, Jade Cargo's not injured? Io, Bianca, Liv, Rhea Ripley. The main event scene, probably something like that. For Raw, it'll be Liv and Raquel and Rhea Ripley. You know. For SmackDown, Charlotte, Nia, Tiffany, and Candice LeRae by extension, right? So that's where the mid card is going to come in. The world title picture: Liv, Raquel, Rhea Ripley, right? Dom, apparently, like he'll be involved, right? On SmackDown, Nia, Tiffany, probably Charlotte Flair, Candice LeRae, you know, and then we'll see what happens with Bianca and Naomi. Let's talk about that. In fact, let's go on to Monday Night Raw tonight. So we have a main event scheduled for Bianca Belair and Nia Jax. Now, before we talk about who should or who will win this match, let's back it up to SmackDown. Because if you remember, there was a double taping. 2 shows, okay? This takes place before the second taping. So forget about any spoilers you know. I don't care about what you know about the double taping. Forget about that. This show is coming off of what happened last SmackDown, right? Bianca Belair ran to go find Jade Cargo, got attacked, right? Yeah, that's the big storyline. What happened to Jade Cargo? That's it, all right? So the question is, what is the future of the team Bianca or Team Rhea Ripley, whatever? Who's going to replace Jade Cargo? What's going to happen with the damn tag team titles, right? That's a question, right? Because Jade got, okay? So because she got, we have to ask the question of what's going to happen with those titles, the tag titles, and WarGames. People don't realize a lot of storylines got to be told today. We're getting a lot of story beats tonight. A lot of story beats tonight. Like, for example, what? Bayley, if she's going to join, she has to join tonight, right? She's not going to join on the last day on this double taping right before the show. No. If she's going to join, she joined tonight. So you're going to have a Bianca interaction with Bayley, Bayley with Io, Rhea Ripley talking about this, right? They got to nip it in the bud. They have to find a replacement tonight. So that story beat is happening tonight, right? What's going to happen with Bianca and Bayley and Io? How are they going to react? What are they going to say? That's happening tonight, right? That leads up to the Nia Jax match, right? So how would that play into it? Will Bayley have to come down and help Bianca fend off Team Liv during that match? Will Bianca win because Bayley stepped up and helped? There's a lot of different storylines that can go. If Bianca is going to beat Nia Jax, right? Is Bayley going to interfere and help her? Is Bayley going to do something that Bianca will be like, okay, I see you helping me there. Okay, Bayley, you helped me there, but I still don't trust you, but whatever, all right? Is Bianca going to blame Bayley? Who can she trust? Somebody took out her tag team partner. Who did it? Who done it? Was it Bayley? She doesn't think it's Naomi. She's going to accuse Bayley. Will she think Io might did it? Maybe Io did it. I don't know. There's story beats to happen here. A lot has happened tonight. You don't realize that. But a lot of things have to happen tonight in terms of character moments and story beats. Who hurt Jade Cargill? Who's going to be our new tag team partner? Oh yeah, who's going to replace Jade? Does she have to relinquish the belts? Is Naomi going to step up? There's a lot of stuff happening, especially around Bianca. Especially around Bianca, a lot of stuff are happening. WarGames teammate, what's going to happen to the tag team belts? Will Bianca have to relinquish, or will Naomi step up, or whatever, right? And then the main event. We're going to be cooking. Bianca fans, tonight is your night. There's going to be a lot of story moments, a lot of story beats tonight. If not, I don't know what to tell you. They don't care. It has to be a lot of shit happening tonight when it comes to Bianca and her belts and her match and WarGames. So I expect a Bianca Belair heavy night tonight. If not, they're dead to me. Dakota Kai, what Dakota Kai is what I'm interested in. That's probably gonna be the mid-card chase, right? Liv Morgan versus Bianca that'd be crazy. Why would Bianca be facing Liv Morgan at Sunday night main event? I'd be shocked. You're more likely to see a Raquel Rhea Ripley match. I think Liv will face Io. So Liv Morgan will face Io. Remember, folks, Liv Morgan has a number one contender, and her number one contender is Io Sky. That match is happening after WarGames. So I would assume Saturday night main event, Liv Morgan, Io Sky. Io Sky is number one contender. I know Bianca pinned her, but just remember, Io Sky is number one contender. So until that match happens, Bianca can't face Liv Morgan, and Bianca is a SmackDown superstar. Bianca is a SmackDown superstar. Io Sky is number one contender. Defeating her to Io, probably. Io will lose. She'll lose. That's going to happen for sure. Nia lose to Bianca 2 weeks before in the big tag match with Tiffany. Bianca didn't pin Nia Jax. She sure didn't. Now losing twice to Bianca in a span of 2 weeks. Well, you're right. Well, yeah, she didn't pin Nia. She pinned Tiffany. Okay, so where was I at? Maybe they show the footage mid-match. Liv Morgan, Raquel. I'd be shocked. Here's the thing about storytelling, folks. They have not hesitated to show Liv Morgan and Raquel beating up people backstage. That's what they've been doing. Every time Nia Jax or Tiffany attacks somebody backstage, they show it. The reason why they didn't show it this time, because it's not going to be Liv, and it's not going to be Raquel, right? If it's going to be Liv Morgan or Raquel, they would have showed it. They didn't show it this time because it's not one of those two. Nia Jax was telling the truth. When she said, I didn't do it, they're telling the truth. It's going to be somebody on Team Bianca probably that did it. It won't be Bayley. So let's talk about what went viral this weekend. So after my stream, I said during that stream we talked about Naomi. I said Naomi probably the best storyline for her to do it. I'll just tweet out something. I'll make a little thread, right? And boy, I tell you, this thread went bananas on Twitter. I was actually kind of surprised. So I made a thread saying, no, it should be Naomi. I'll give you my reasons for why. After talking about it for an hour and a half, I 100% believe Naomi should, I didn't say will, say Naomi should be the one who attacked Jade Cargill. Makes too much sense. I broke it down. I said, okay, Naomi is the third wheel. Bianca and Jade are the tag team champions in the big three. She's been trying to get gold. She can't get it, right? Talk about how she was all pissed off or kind of looking all dejected when she lost to Bayley, that number one contenders match, right? She's looking all sad. Look at her looking all sad. You know, she's all sad, right? She's sad. She's all sad. And then she said, she kind of snapped at Bayley for a second, but then she brought it back. Like, it's all good, right? I'm cool, right? Then I talked about the damn tournament, the U.S. title tournament, right? Bianca and Jade were taken out at the same time, all right? Jade Cargill got attacked. Bianca reacted. She left, clearing the way. The two biggest obstacles, the two most protected women are now out of the tournament. That helps whoever wants to win it, all right? So Naomi is already there. By the way, when Bianca ran out there, when she ran out there to go see what's going on, Naomi was already there. Bayley came later. Bianca became later. But Naomi was already out there talking to Nick Aldis, by the way. So she was already out there. Take that for what it's worth. When the scene, go watch the scene again. Bianca runs. Naomi is there already. Then Bayley comes. So is it guilty? I don't know. Then I said, okay, here's new big three. Because I won't spoil the second taping show, but I just think it's very plausible that Naomi, who never actually faced off against these two, Never happened, right? Bianca and Jade face off against Lash and Jakara, but Naomi never actually had a match against them at all in any iteration, right? So she maybe recruited these two, right? Then talk about how in this scene, Bianca talking about trust with Bayley, and what better storyline is for her to accuse Bayley because she hates Bayley, but really the person you should really be looking at, the person you trust the most, Naomi, right? Then I brought up Naomi saying, hey, they said, hey, Naomi, we got your back. We'll help you out. They didn't help her out against Nia Jax when Tiffany ran down there and got involved. Now, they were being attacked by Liv Morgan. Again, they showed that attack, right? Liv Morgan and Raquel attacked Bianca and Jade backstage. They showed it. So not hiding that when Team Liv does something, right? She thought that they would help her. They didn't. She, of course, there's a reason why that didn't happen, but still, she's like, you let me down. I don't care what happened. You're supposed to help me out. You weren't there, right? Then I talked about how, we've all been saying when they're coming back to the storyline. The Bianca Bayley storyline is rich, it's fun, it's good. When is it going to come back to it? When are we going to come back to it? Maybe now. Maybe this is it. Okay, well, let's see what happens, right? I said this is the last. I was joking here. I'm kind of joking. So this was the last straw. When Bianca and Jade teamed up with Kalani, the new big three, all got belts. Naomi don't got a belt, right? She kind of jealous there. They did the whole pose thing. This is the final straw. Like, you know what? Enough of this. I got Naomi's back. Naomi, this is messed up. Like, y'all gonna come out here and pose with this girl who got a belt. She doing my moves, does the little springboard moonsault thing, doing my moves and shit. Enough is enough, right? I'm joking. I'm only half joking there, right? And I said Bayley got to stay a face. You can't have Bayley turning heel because that will confirm everything Bianca says. Bianca does not trust Bayley, doesn't trust her. So the best storyline is for Bayley to stay face. That way Bianca has to be in conflict. Okay, Bayley's actually telling the truth here. She has to be nice, she has to be good, but I can't stand it, I can't take it, and it puts her in conflict. That's the better storyline. Bayley cannot turn heel for the story. She needs to stay face for the sake of the story being compelling, in my opinion. So it can't be Bayley. You gotta be Naomi by herself. And I said, okay, if you're gonna take the belt off Jade Cargill because she's injured, it'd be cool, interesting to have Naomi step up, similar to what they did with Trish Stratus and Lita. Remember, Lita got taken out by Trish, but they didn't know, and Trish stepped up as tag team champions with Becky. You can have Naomi getting that belt and saying, I got your back, Bianca. I got your back. I'll take her spot. We can defend it together. Only to find out that Naomi was the one that took out Jade Cargill. That'd be kind of diabolical, right? Be crazy. Have Naomi help Bianca try to defend the titles, be tag team champions, even though she's the one that took out Jade. That could be good. So I did all that, and this tweet went crazy. Like 13,000 likes? Crazy, right? I think that'd be good. But I'm not sure. I said it should be Naomi. I'm not sure. Any other option doesn't sound right to me. Like someone said, oh, Charlotte Flair. Nah. Charlotte Flair will return as a face, and she'll take on Nia Jax. That's the storyline, all right? It won't be Charlotte Flair. Oh, what about Bianca? Bianca did it. The Bianca... I talked about this before. The reason why folks think Bianca attacked Jade Cargill is because they had it in their mind months ago, like 5, 6, 7 months ago, that Bianca will be facing Nia Jax at Mania. Therefore, in your mind, to get to that match, I figured something out. Yeah, make something up. Bianca, yeah, she attacked her. It was Bianca who did it. Yeah, that's what happened. Why? Because reasons. I don't know. Bianca jealous? Well, where have you seen that on TV? If you're going to predict something or fantasy book something, to me, show me the evidence. At what point during the last 6 months has Bianca shown herself to be jealous of Jade Cargill? Like I said before, when Bianca and Jade took on Liv Morgan and Raquel, who pinned Liv? Bianca did. Then Bianca's music hit, right? When Bianca and Jade took on Tiffany and Nia Jax, who pinned Tiffany? Bianca did. And Bianca's music hit. When Bianca and Jade took on Io Sky and Kairi Sane, who pinned Io? Bianca did. And then Bianca's music hit. It doesn't make any sense. If Jade was jealous of Bianca and Jade attacked Bianca backstage, that would make sense. Because Bianca's getting all the wins, getting all the pins, and getting all the shine. Just make it make sense. That's all. Just make it make sense. At no point during the last 6 months has Bianca shown herself to be jealous. At no point did Jade Cargill shine above Bianca. It's never happened. See, you want to see the match. Therefore, you're trying to force things to make sense in your brain, but it never happened before, okay? That didn't happen. They're not telling that story. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. They could be bad storytellers. They could do some random shit, sure. But if you ask me to predict something, I'm not going to predict what I haven't seen. I've not seen Bianca Belair be jealous or her see Jade Cargill as a threat. She's been doing all the work in the matches, getting the pins and getting the shine. So what are you talking about? Okay. Like I said, 6 months ago, you had in your brain that Bianca will be facing Jade Cargill. So in your brain, it's programmed. Just like the Tiffany Charlotte Flair shit. I saw somebody say, oh, we got to see the Tiffany Charlotte Flair storyline. What are you talking about? They never interacted. I repeat, Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton have never interacted before on TV. I'm saying one more time. Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton have never interacted once on TV, but you think it's going to happen. Why? Because you fantasy booked it a long time ago, and you think it's going to happen because reasons, but there's no actual evidence. There's no evidence, right? Look at this. Let me show you this right here. Let me show you something real quick. Let me show you something. People have it programmed in their brain with no evidence. So they have, oh, look at this match. It's going to happen for sure, right? It's going to be Tiffany against Charlotte Flair. Why? Because reasons. They never interacted before, but I just think it's going to happen. I fantasy booked it. Therefore, no matter what happens on TV, I'm going to force it in my brain to make sense. They've never interacted on TV before, but it's going to happen. Just make it make sense, okay? Let the story play out. That's all I'm saying. Bianca Belair has not been jealous of Jade Cargill, not once on TV. So what are you talking about? So until we see some evidence of Bianca being jealous of Jade Cargill, it would be the dumbest heel move in history. Bianca Belair attacks Jade Cargill. Why? Because she's jealous. Why? I don't know. Bianca Belair loses her tag team championships because she attacked her. Then she loses her opportunity for the U.S. Women's title because she had to run off to go see what happened, right? And then her worst enemy takes Jade Cargill's spot, allegedly, right? We think, right? Bayley takes Jade Cargill's spot in WarGames. The woman you hate the most took Jade Cargill's spot because you attacked Jade Cargill backstage because you were jealous. It would be the dumbest heel move in history. Don't wish that on Bianca. Don't wish the worst heel move ever on Bianca Belair, please. When Bianca Belair turns heel for the first time, okay? When it happens for the first time, it should be a well thought out progression, similar to a Kevin Owens or Drew McIntyre. A real actual moment that happens where Bianca Belair turns heel for the right reasons, right? Something that makes sense, where you see the character progression on TV. Not some random ass, I'm gonna attack Jade Cargill backstage because I'm upset for reasons that make no sense. No, her heel turn should be an actual, well thought out and organized character progression. Don't wish stupidity on Bianca Belair, okay? It makes no sense. Lose your tag titles, lose the U.S. title opportunity. Now Bayley takes her spot. The woman you hate. It makes no sense. Stop booking Bianca with your nonsensical fantasy booking, and let's see what happens, okay? Is that fair? Is that fair? Did that make some sense there? I went on a bit of a rant there. Let me calm down, look at the chat, because I've been kind of talking for a minute. I could see Charlotte Flair wins the Rumble. Sure, she could. I could see them saying Lash and Jakara did it, but Naomi put in the call. That could work well. That would make sense to me. Naomi recruits Lash and Jakara. Lash and Jakara do it, and Naomi is the mastermind behind it. That makes sense. I could see it because again, she's the third wheel of the big three with no belt, losing big opportunity time and time again. I saw it. It was dumb. Yeah, I have thought Bianca versus Charlotte Flair. Yes, now, Bianca versus Charlotte Flair, that's something that they've been trying to book for the last 2 years. So it makes sense for them to try to force it this time, right? Tried to happen at 39, didn't happen. Tried to happen at 40, didn't happen. So I can see Triple H forcing that because it's clear to me they want to get it done. want that match to happen at some point. So I can envision them forcing it to happen this time around. So, okay, we've been trying to do it. Third time a charm. Let's just get it done. That I can see. But Bianca Jade, I've never thought that was going to happen at Mania 41, ever. I've never thought that. And so far, there's been no evidence to say that I'm wrong. So we'll see what happens. I want Bianca Charlotte. I agree. I do too. We'll see how it goes. Though. They just had a tournament for the best in-ring wrestler, and people were basically eating each other up. They sure were. That Dakota Kai account is annoying. I mean, Sam. M-I-M. I had some takes. So I said, this is my response to that tweet. These two have never interacted on screen. You're talking about a storyline? What story, LOL? I have fun with the IWC. I really do. Sometimes they're annoying, but I have fun with the IWC. And it is what it is. Sometimes it's not the most logical narratives to come up with. All right, so with that in mind, this main event match, well, it should be main event, right? Main event, Nia, Bianca. Again, they could go multiple ways. This could go multiple ways, right? It doesn't matter who wins the WarGames match. It does not matter who wins the WarGames match. All that matters is the story beats coming out of it. Storylines. What are the narratives coming out? Bianca will probably still hate Bayley. Will Bianca and Bayley get along? Will Bianca and Io get along? Will Rhea Ripley get her hands on Liv Morgan and get revenge on Rhea Ripley? Will she get revenge on Raquel and Liv for what she did to her in the parking lot at NXT? Can Tiffany and Candice LeRae, can they get on the same page? Because they've been beefing, right? They've been going back and forth. I probably think it doesn't really matter who gets the advantage here. That's the thing, folks. It doesn't really matter. The faces get the advantage. They'll be arguing and bickering. If the faces don't get the advantage, then they're at a disadvantage during the match. Like, it doesn't really matter who wins this match, really, right? So let's say Bianca goes in first, and then Bayley goes in next. Well, Bianca and Bayley don't like each other. That's conflict. That's friction. So it doesn't really matter if it doesn't matter the order of the entry. Bianca Belair can't get along with Bayley. Bayley can't get along with Io no matter what. So who gets the advantage here? Like, it doesn't really matter, right? It's more about, even with this match, it's more about the storylines. Who comes out to help Bianca? Does Bayley come out? Does Io come out? Does Naomi, did she show any signs of a heel turn at all, right? Does she come out to help? Like, who wins doesn't matter. Because ultimately, storylines will be Bianca and Bayley. Bianca and her issue with Bayley. Io's issue with Bayley. That's the storylines here, right? So it doesn't matter who wins. For the sake of this video, I'll say Bianca lost to Nia Jax in the tournament, right? The Queen of the Ring. Bianca went for the KOD, but her knee buckled because of her injury, and Nia Jax won. I think this time around, Bianca is very protected, right? There needs to be a winner. You can't have a DQ. Well, you can have a DQ, but that'd be kind of lame. There needs to be a winner. So I think Bianca would probably win this match, if I had to guess. Nia Jax beating her twice in a row. I'm not sure. I think Bianca wins this. But again, it doesn't matter who wins, because the actual storyline is the beef, the conflict between Candice and Tiffany, between Bianca and Bayley, between Bayley and Io Sky. That's the conflict. So it doesn't really matter, right? I'll guess Bianca. I'll go Bianca for now. What do you guys think? If Jade's injury has her out for a while, then Triple H is going to have to pivot. Oh yeah, the pivot's going to happen. Yeah, for sure. If she's out for a while. If it's a legitimate injury, she's going to be out. So the pivot is something. What if Naomi just a red herring and Jade play everyone like a fool? Well, she did it herself. She did this. Let me show you this scene. Somebody posted this on Twitter. You think she did this? Yeah, I could find it. I know I gotta look. Wait, let's see. think she hurt herself. She fell on the car herself. Let's see if I can find this funny ass video. You think she did this? This what you think happened? Can you imagine the surveillance video of her doing this to herself? Boom. That'd be kind of crazy. I doubt it. I doubt she did that to herself, but it'd be kind of funny. It'd be funny, but I don't think so. Heels have the advantage. Sure, that could happen. I mean, it doesn't really matter either way, I don't think. I think Jade Cargill, I don't think she minds not being in this match. I don't think she minds at all. I think she's probably okay with being out of this match. I'm not talking about the character. I'm talking about the actual, like, Jade Cargill in real life. I don't think she cares about being in the match or not. She's fine not being in it. But again, apparently she's actually injured, so we'll see. We don't know the particulars of that. We don't know it hasn't been confirmed, but apparently she's actually injured. But I'm not sure. All right, what else is going on Raw? A lot of Bianca stuff tonight. I'm telling you, a lot of Bianca content. Her reaction to Bayley, her reaction to what happened with Jade Cargill, match with Nia Jax. A lot of Bianca tonight. We also have Ludwig against Braun Breaker. This is gonna be a fun match. Ludwig has been trying to step up as his own man, to be his own man, step out for beyond Gunther's shadow. I don't see him winning, but it's probably ended with a DQ. Probably a DQ finish. Braun Breaker, I like Braun Breaker a lot. Awesome talent. Ludwig Kaiser really good. This will be a fun match. I think it ends with a DQ because I believe the Sheamus match ended with a DQ, right? Maybe it would be a triple threat match at Survivor Series. Maybe it would be Braun, Sheamus, Ludwig Kaiser at Survivor Series. Right now, it's only 3 matches for Survivor Series, right? Only 3. Gunther, Priest, men's WarGames, women's WarGames. We need another match. So they can add a triple threat at Survivor Series, I think. Fun match. Ludwig Kaiser is trying to break into the main scene or be like a actual single star, really, beyond Gunther. We'll see how that goes for him. But Gunther is Gunther's going through it. That man is going through it. Also have Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods against the, I'm blanking on the name, Alpha Academy. Jeez. Again, beef between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Is it going to finally come to the forefront here? Is this beef, this feud going to actually happen? Will Kofi Kingston hit Xavier Woods? Will Xavier Woods hit Kofi Kingston tonight? Is it going down? I'm not sure. But I think they'll lose to Alpha. Nah, I don't know. They may not lose. They may actually win this match, but I wonder if they're going to pull the trigger on the actual feud tonight. Will somebody strike the other one? It's time. I think it's time now. There need to be some type of physical altercation between the two. At this point, they've been going back and forth for a while. Let's see some actual action between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. But again, this is a mid-card storyline. Mid-card storyline with no belt. No belt here for this mid-card storyline. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Ray and Dragon Lee against the Creed brothers. Apparently this is a tornado tag. This might be match of the night. I love tornado tags more than the actual standard tag matches. Tornado tags will cook. 4 good athletes here. This will be a very good match. I'm looking forward to this one very much. I think the Creeds will probably lose. But yeah, this is going to be a very good match. So yeah, 4 good wrestling matches on the show here. All of them are going to cook, I think. Only one women's match, but I think we're going to get a lot of, because this is the main event, Bianca, Nia Jax, the main event, we're going to get a lot of women backstage segments, a lot of story beats for the women. Again, Bayley is going to be there, Io, a lot of beef between those 3. So we're going to get plenty of women's segments. It'll be the backbone of the show. The backbone of the show will be Bianca, Team Bianca, talking it out, deciding who will be the partner or the person replacing Jade Cargill, who did it, who done it, who attacked her, right? It'll be the backbone of the show leading all the way to the main event. At least it should be. If it's not, something went wrong. How did that get in here? Oh yeah, this weekend it was at GCW, you had AEW, WWE, and TNA all on the same show. Carmen, Marina, and Masha Slamovich all on a GCW show. That was good to see. Will CM Punk show up tonight with probably, of course, right? This is the last live show before WarGames. So, of course, you're going to see CM Punk with Paul Heyman and Roman. I would think they're not advertised for whatever reason. That's the only thing that's worrying me. You would think they would advertise CM Punk and Roman Reigns, right? They're not advertised at all. I think they'll be there, but it's just surprising that they're not advertising CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Paul Heyman. So maybe they're just saving that for the SmackDown show and they won't be on the show at all. We'll see. But I'd be surprised by that because this is the last live show before the big show. So, but we'll see. Maybe they won't show up at all, but because they're not advertised, right? They're still not advertised, correct? Let me look at their Twitter. I don't think they've advertised Roman or CM Punk. And that's surprising if they'll be there. Because they are numbers, they drive numbers, those two. No. I see Nia Jax advertisement. I see Nia and Tiffy. And good for Candice LeRae. Good for Candice LeRae. She's on TV now with Nia. Sorry, Indy Hartwell, you had to go. But Candice getting plenty of time now. I'm not seeing any type of Roman Reigns, CM Punk advertisement for the show. But could it still happen? Sure. I'm just not seeing anything. Right? I'm not seeing not a clue. Unless the tag titles are changing hands tonight, that match shouldn't main event. Unless the tag titles are changing hands tonight, that match shouldn't main event. Which match? Which match you talking about? Which match you talking about? Speaking of Nia Jax and Bianca, I don't see either getting pinned. Well, it could be a DQ finish, like a DQ loss. So Bianca loses by DQ. Nia Jax loses by DQ. That could happen. But I could see Bianca Belair hitting the KOD on her tonight. If Team Liv Morgan is going to win at Survivor Series, Bianca will probably hit the KOD tonight. That makes sense? If the plan is for Liv and her crew to win at Survivor Series, Bianca can hit the KOD tonight. Because you don't want the KOD to be hit on Nia Jax and they lose. That'd be kind of weird. So Bianca hits the KOD tonight and they win. I think that will signal that Team Liv will probably win. That's the biggest moment. That's the biggest pop. Having Bianca Belair hit the KOD on Nia Jax is the biggest thing you could do. It's the biggest maneuver that can happen in that show. So if you're doing it on the Raw, if you're giving it to us on Raw, that means Bianca will probably lose at Survivor Series, you would think. Bianca shouldn't hit the KOD tonight. I don't disagree, but if she does, it'll be because they're losing on Saturday, right? You don't give them the big finale before the big match unless they're going to lose, right? So, but we'll see. So that's something to look out for. Will Bianca hit the KOD tonight? I always save it for the big show, right? And if that happens, then maybe Bianca will lose tonight. Lose tonight, Bianca. Hit the KOD on the big show at Survivor Series. So yeah, whatever comes first will kind of dictate what happens next, I think, for me at least. What if Bianca hits the KOD when they all brawl? I would have it happen in a match. The KOD must end a match. Okay? Bianca Belair hitting the KOD must end a match, whether that's tonight or the WarGames match. You can't have that happen as a part of a sequence or as a part of a brawl. No, that should happen to end a match. Judgment Day against Raiders. That tonight? Was that tonight? Judgment Day against the War Raiders. Is that tonight? Was that Survivor Series or whatever? What's happening? When is that happening? That has to happen eventually. Is that Saturday night main event, or is that happening tonight? I don't think it's happening tonight. So maybe Saturday night main event or Survivor Series. Tonight? Is that like a spoiler? Is that like a spoiler, or did it announce that? Was that announced? WWE Raw. That better not main event. That better not main event. I would be upset. It was mentioned on WWE Instagram. I'll be damned. WWE Instagram. Let's see. That's so weird. He looked dead. What are they talking about? What? He looked dead. What does that mean? Let's see something real quick. Is this audio?
She looked dead. She looked like she died. I mean, maybe it looked like
She says Bianca Belair tag team partner Jay Cargill looked dead. That's hilarious. They didn't do it. Spoiler alert, they didn't do it. Okay? They did not do it. That's funny. See. Here it is. Here it is. So you guys weren't full of whoa. Here it is. You guys weren't full of shit. WWE, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough are ready to defend their tag titles tonight against Warwick. Okay, cool. Do not let this main event. Do not let this main event. It will not main event, I don't think. The main event should be Bianca and Nia Jax, but we'll see what happens. Braun Breaker is locked in. Okay, cool. What was the font for the font? What was the text for this? Will Nia Jax leave Raw tonight with the advantage? Okay. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter who has the advantage or not. What matters is the story beats in that match. Paul Heyman has returned. SmackDown. Okay. Maybe he's going to show up tonight. CM Punk is joining OG Bloodline as Survivor Series SmackDown. So yeah, that's not Raw thing. That's not a Raw thing. Okay. Okay, so these are like the pin thing. These are like the pin stuff, right? Yeah, okay. So top row doesn't matter. We have to pay attention to this. These down here. Who we got? Kaiser against Braun Breaker. Okay, tonight, yet. So this is the relevant stuff. Nia faces Bianca Belair. Okay, cool. All right, so these right here, these 5 are relevant to now. And this as well. This 6. So these 6 are relevant for tonight's show. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think CM Punk will be there or Roman. It's ladies' night, folks. It's ladies' night. Bianca Belair will be leading the show from a story standpoint, I think. If not, well, then they're dead to me. It might open the show. I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised. It might open the show from a segment standpoint or a promo standpoint, but I'd be surprised if Bianca and Nia Jax open the show. That's the most advertised match. When you go to WWE.com, they show that match at the top. That is the top match on the show. You know what I'm saying? It's the top match. It's the top match. It's the main event. It has to be the main event. It has to be. Let Garbage Day open the show? Jeez. It'll probably be like a promo segment, and then it'll probably get and it'll probably be the New Day, probably. Yeah. I hope Bianca versus Nia open the show, then I can switch off. I see what you're saying. You want it to be over. To be honest, JAD aren't even advertised on the website. That's true. That's true. Maybe that'll open the show. Judgment Day. I'm fairly confident, no spoilers, but I'm fairly confident Bianca and Nia Jax will close the show. Is it PS5 on the line? What the hell is that? I read that as PlayStation 5. So good things to look forward to today, folks. All right. Oh, you're saying good thing to look forward to. Any other questions about Raw? I mean, I could talk about Full Gear if you want me to talk about Full Gear. That show that happened this weekend, it was kind of meh. I do wonder how JD Judgment Day lose the belts. They'll lose to War Raiders for sure. I think they're going to transition Finn Balor to a singles competitor. So in order to do that, you need them to drop the belts. I think they will drop the belts to War Raiders. I think you're going to have War Raiders on Raw as champs. And you're going to have Motor City Machine Guns as champ on SmackDown. Raise of hands. Type yes if you watched Full Gear. Just type yes. Type no if you didn't. Yes if you watched it, no if you didn't. Bianca showed up on Raw with Naomi. On Instagram? Let me see. I don't trust Naomi. I don't trust Naomi. I do not trust Naomi. No offense, Naomi, I love you, but it's too good. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to do the smart thing here. The smart, interesting thing would be to turn Naomi heel. They may not be doing that, okay? I said it should happen, not that it will. I said that it should. Oh yeah, she did show up. Look at that. Bianca's here with Naomi. Right by her side. If I go to the right thing here. But did I actually like mess that up? What's going on here? Did I mess that up? Let's see. I'm looking at the wrong thing, that's why. You copy that. Close this. Open this back up. Okay, now it's going to display on the screen. Here we go. Bianca has showed up with her good friend Naomi. Do I trust Naomi? Not a chance. Following last week's events, can Bianca refocus and pull out the big win? Naomi walking side by side by her girl, Bianca Belair. Did she do it, folks? Did Naomi take out Jade Cargill? It's funny, right? It's funny. Like, take a look at this, folks. I'm not accusing anybody. But Bianca been walking to the arena with Jade Cargill. Every time you see Bianca, she's walking with Jade, right? Now, Jade Cargill is out of the picture, and Naomi is now walking in the ring. I keep saying the ring. Walking to the arena with Bianca. It was always Bianca and Jade with Naomi not being involved. Now, it's two of them together walking down. Did Naomi take out the competition? Did Naomi take out the obstacle in her way? Does Naomi want to get the tag team titles with Bianca? Does Naomi want to sabotage Bianca and Jade in that tournament so she can win the U.S. title? It's very, very interesting. That's all I'm going to say. It's a very, very interesting visual seeing these two next to each other when it's been Bianca and Jade the entire time. Like she just slid right into her spot. That's all I'm going to say. Am I saying for a fact this was happening? Am I saying for a fact this was going down? No. I'm just saying it'd be interesting. That's all. That's all I'm saying. There goes heel Bianca. These people are lost. I'm telling you, they're lost. It makes, and I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it makes no sense. They could do the thing that makes no sense, sure. But I'm not going to predict what doesn't make any sense. Bianca beating up Jade Cargill makes no sense. Bianca Belair losing her tag team partner, losing her opportunity to win the US title, and then having to put Bayley in the WarGames, it makes no sense. Bianca's not jealous of Jade Cargill. They haven't told that story. If it happens, it's happening, and it makes no sense. All right? That's all I'm going to say. Naomi, on the other hand, can you trust her? Bum, bum, bum. I don't know. We'll see. Who wins the U.S. title? It'll be interesting. Yeah, it will be interesting. Now we got two. Now that we have two, it'll be interesting because now you might have a heel champion for one and a face champion for another, right? Now we have two. People have been saying they want a first-time champion. Well, now you can have that because you have two. I think a lot of people would have been upset if they had like someone who's already been champion win the title. But now that we have two mid cards, you can have a first-time champion with one and have a big star with another one. I think it's more likely that a Naomi could win the U.S. belt on SmackDown now because there's another belt on Raw that can go to a first-time champion. I don't think both have to be first-time champions. Not both. One of them, sure, but both, no. So you can put Lyra with the belt on Raw. You can put a Naomi with the belt on SmackDown potentially. If Naomi goes to the final, she did it. I repeat, if Naomi goes to the finals, she attacked Jade Cargill. That's all I'm going to say. With Nia Jax still champ, this title holder should be a babyface champion. That's a fair point. Is that the case with all the belts? No, right? On Raw, Gunther is a heel and Braun Breaker is a heel. On SmackDown, LA Knight is a face and Cody Rhodes is a face. It's literally the opposite, right? So that's not like a indicator or like some type of like, it's not an indicator, right? So it could happen. It could be both heel champions. It doesn't matter. Ron is a tweener, sure. Sure, he's a tweener, but if you had to pick something, it'd be heel, right? Considering what happened with Jay, considering what's happening with Sheamus, right? So he leans heel, if anything, right? So, and of course, SmackDown, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, faces. I don't think Triple H books like that. He's gonna book the best storyline, right? Look at Liv Morgan. She's champion. Why? He wants to tell that storyline with Liv and Rhea Ripley. Whatever's the best storyline, he's gonna do, regardless of his face or heel. Whatever the best storyline, he's gonna do that. So, if Naomi tells the best storyline as champion, he's gonna put the belt on Naomi. It doesn't matter what's going on with Nia Jax. It doesn't matter. So. He does lean heel. He loves a heel champion, so. But yeah, I don't think it matters for Triple H. Not at all. Not in the slightest. For Saturday Night Main Event, what's more likely to make the card? Chelsea versus Michin or Bianca versus Naomi? Neither. Oh, Bayley versus Naomi, I'm sorry. That's a good question. I would say Bayley Naomi. Much as people love Chelsea Green and Michin, they're not stars yet on the same level as a Bayley and Naomi right now. And I think Triple H will do the best storyline no matter what. What's the best story? Naomi versus Bayley is a far better story than Chelsea against Michin. It's not even close, right? Especially if Naomi is turning heel. That is That might be a bigger story than Nia Jax and Tiffany. If Naomi is turning heel, she faces Bayley in the finals, that's a top storyline. I don't think you can pass it up. I don't think you can pass it up. If that's the case. I do not think you can pass up that story, folks. So we'll see what happens though. I'm not convinced 100%, but I think it's possible we could get a Naomi Bayley final. I think it's more likely than Chelsea Michin. I do. I think it's more likely. Check it out. This isn't updated clearly because Chelsea Green won her match, but I'm telling you folks, if Naomi gets to the final, she did it. Okay? Because look at the right here. I'm going to guess, because Jade Cargill is out, I'm going to guess that Michin advances, right? If Michin advances, the logical choice is to have her face a heel. It should be Tiffany against Michin, right? If it's Michin Naomi, something fishy going on here. All right? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. If it's Michin against Naomi, something's up. The attendants are up, right? It should be Tiffany to do face heel, have Michin get the big pop, right? When she wins. If Tiffany loses and it's Naomi Michin, something is up. I'm telling you, look out for that match. The winner of this match right here. Let me see if I can zoom into this thing. The winner of this match right here, all right? This one. If Naomi wins, something weird going on. Something screwy is going on. If Tiffany wins, then Michin goes to the final. Okay? Pay attention to this match right here. Yes, it will say a lot. I agree. That match will say a lot. If Naomi wins, you go into the finals, and she attacked Jade Cargill. If Tiffany wins, then Naomi probably didn't attack Jade Cargill, and Michin will go to the finals. All right, so, and if Michin going to the finals, she might as well face Bayley, right? I mean, Chelsea Green. You can ignore the left side of the bracket. You can ignore the left side. The right side is where it's at. Right side will tell the story. Naomi's winning that belt. I wouldn't be surprised. Especially if she's turning heel. If she's face, I'd be surprised. If she's turning heel, then it makes more sense. Got Naomi as champion. She screws Bayley in the final. She finally cheats to beat Bayley. Because again, it's been disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Let's look at the evidence here. Let's look at Kay's match, all right, with Naomi. He lost triple threat match at Backlash, right? France lost that. He lost to Bayley for the number one contenders match, right? And she lost again to Nia Jax recently for the title. It's been disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Eventually, from a storytelling perspective, something may give. All right, it's loss after loss after loss. His Backlash match, lost that one, lost that. Right, Queen of the Ring tournament, lost to Nia Jax there. Queen of the Ring. Money in the Bank ladder match, lost that opportunity. Right. Beat Nia Jax and lost to her later on, right? Where's the Bayley match? I skipped it. Where's the Bayley match? Here it is. Number one contenders match. Lost to Bayley there, right? Lost to Nia Jax. It was loss after loss after loss. Eventually, something's got to give with Naomi. Okay? Very possible that she snapped. And now she's walking side by side with Bianca Belair, taking Jade Cargill's spot. You have to admit, this is the best potential story. Is it happening? I don't know. But it is the best potential storyline. Brianna, Lash, and Jakara could help. Yep. That's why I said in my tweet, in my thread, that I think you can do a Naomi, Lash, Jakara faction. That'd be kind of cool. Do y'all think the Wyatt 6 feud is moving too slow? I mean, the Final Testament, I don't really care about it, to be completely honest with you. I'm not really following it that closely. Is it going too slow? I guess. But I don't really care that much about it, which is unfortunate. They should do better with that. Imagine Alexa Lopez winning. Yeah, it'd be crazy. Woods, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston, that's going kind of slow. And Theory and Grayson Waller are going slow as well. Lash and Cara did it. I can see that. I agree. I like that storyline. I like the story where Lash and Cara did it, and what's her face? Naomi's pulling the strings. I love that idea. I love it very much. They should do it. Will they? I don't know. Should they? Probably. Probably. What I said they could have Naomi teaming up with Lash and Cara. Her own big three. It'd be fun. It'd be fresh. Some people say it's bad 2.0, team bad 2.0, whatever. Either way, it's cool. Triple H probably waiting until Mania. Maybe, like I said before, tonight is a big night for Bianca and the storylines. We'll find out tonight how Bayley gets into the match. How did she get in? Find out tonight. Will Kairi Sane try to get in the match? Will Kairi be like, hey, pick me? Will that happen? Will Io Sky vouch for Kairi Sane? Because remember, not a storyline, this is not a storyline, but in real life, Rhea said she would want Bianca, Jade, Kairi, and Io as her partner for WarGames, right? Will Io vouch for Kairi Sane? Naomi will vouch for Bayley. Then a decision has to be made by someone, because you think Bianca be like, no. Rhea might say, Bianca, it's gotta be Bayley, because I don't know. Maybe tonight, Bayley comes out there, helps Bianca fend off Team Liv, and that'll cement herself as being a part of WarGames. I don't know. It'd be a convo. Or Pierce would want to do something different than Aldis. Yeah, I saw that, Richard. PW Insider. We talked about that first. That was the first thing. Breaking news. New IC title for the women on Raw coming up. Exciting times for the mid card for the women. Call up Sol Ruka. Bring Becky back. Bring in Jordan Grace, Lyra, Dakota Kai. That storyline could cook for the women in the mid card. Do you want a ladder match? Do something different. Soccer TV. So let's do something different. Not a tournament. Ladder match be cool. I will say this. I like matches that have stakes. So let's give women matches that have stakes. So maybe you have a tournament, a one-on-one match to get into the ladder match, right? Right now they're doing a tournament style thing on SmackDown. You do a ladder match, but you have to have a qualification to get in. So you have single matches. Whoever wins gets into the ladder match. I like that idea. To give the women some stakes. Give them more matches to do, you know? Because you have a ladder match, it would be 6 or 5 women in one match. Let's give a kind of like Money in the Bank qualification matches to get into the ladder match. I would do that. And then I think there's going to be another Saturday night main event in January. It may happen on that show. The winner or the match may happen on that show, right? Do you see Lyra winning the? Yes, I think that's very possible. I would do it. I'll give her the belt for sure, especially if Naomi wins the belt on SmackDown. I'll give it to Lyra on Raw. I think if Face wins, EO needs to pin Liv. Sure. Does it need to happen? No, but I can see that. I can follow the logic, right? Championship scramble match. That could work well. Lyra, Dakota, Zelina Vega, Zoe, Shayna, Natalya in a ladder match. Would it be a banger? Yeah. That'd be good. Becky Lynch comes afterwards? Well, it depends on when the final match will take place. I think Becky shows up on the Raw, the first Raw of Netflix. She come back as a heel and go into mid-card, I think. You can do Becky against Lyra. That'd be awesome. With Becky as a heel, Lyra as a face. What I would do, if WWE wants to add a second women's match to Survivor Series, how can they do it? Unfortunately, they can't. Know why? Because typically we have a title match for the women to make it make sense, typically, right? The women's world champion is in the match. WWE women's champion is in the match. And the tag team champion is in the match. If anything, no, it's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. It can't happen. The top storylines are all in that match. Tiffany, Bailey, potentially, right? Rhea, Liv. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. There will be one match at Survivor Series. Just one for the women. Just one. Rhea could pin Raquel. Would that kind of kill off a Rhea Raquel feud for Saturday Night Main Event? Maybe. I don't think Liv will take the pin. I don't think Raquel will take the pin either. Liv take enough of pins. She's taken enough pins. I think Raquel and Rhea Ripley will have an actual feud coming up here. So we'll see. Richard, the only option would be IC title ladder. Yep, I agree. But that's not happening. That's messed up. Why not? Why can't it? Let's see what else that I miss. Let's see. Anything else? Like I said, this is not happening. Okay. Even if Jay did not get injured, this match is not going to happen. I've been over it time and time again. Oh, another thing, by the way, when it comes to this non-title match, right? The women will have 4 singles belts. That's 4 singles matches at Mania, you would think. WWE title, World title, US title, IC title. That's 4 title matches in a singles variety, right? Do you think we're going to get a 5th singles match that's non-title? No. Okay, you're going to get the 4 belts now, and then a tag match of some sorts. Get this out of your head. It was never going to happen, okay? Even before the injury. Okay, think about what just happened here. Think about the news. The news is they're adding a IC title for the women. That's 4 belts. That's 4 singles matches at Mania. Do you think we were going to get a 5th? No. Okay, this match was never going to happen at Mania 41. Okay? Say it again. This match was never going to happen at Mania 41. All right? We're going to get 4 title matches for the women. 4 in the singles variety. And then there'll be a 5th tag match, we hope. All right? That's 5 matches. That'll be the most ever. 5 matches will be the most ever for the women. You think they're going to have a 6th that's non-title? Get out of town, okay? Wake up, folks. Wake the hell up. I want Raquel and Rhea Ripley at Mania. That's not happening, but sure. I think we may see Raquel versus Liv Morgan at in Mania. What? You think we're gonna get Raquel Liv? Let me guess. Liv is gonna drop the belt. Danny. Sorry to inform you. Liv Morgan will be champion all the way to WrestleMania. I know it pains some of you. I don't love the idea, but it's gonna happen. Rhea Ripley will defeat her arch nemesis Liv Morgan on the biggest stage, WrestleMania. That's gonna happen. We all need to accept the fact there can be a situation where babyfaces win the WarGames. Yeah, sure. On the SmackDown after Survivor Series, Jade Cargill returns looking for answers. So I guess she's not actually injured. That's a fail for freaking Dave Meltzer, right? With his 3 months. Jade will be out for 3 months. That's what he said. Jade returns looking for answers. Security footage shows Naomi. That could happen. But according to Dave, she's going to be out for 3 months. So we'll see. Even with the mid-card titles, only one of them would be defended at Mania. Why? Why, David? Why only one? Why? The men, all their titles are defended. Why would it only be one? Every WrestleMania, the women's tag team titles are represented, right? It's not defended last year. It wasn't defended because Jade and Bianca had the tag titles, right? No, they didn't. Who had the tag titles at Mania? Was it Damage Control? Am I crazy? Women's tag titles. Bianca and Jade won the tag titles afterwards, right? Damage Control, yes. And they were in the match. Right. So the championships were represented. They weren't defended, but they're represented. There's no way. That'd be a terrible look. It would be a terrible look for the men's mid-card belts to be defended, but not the women's. That's not going to happen. Triple H ain't that crazy. All 4 belts will be defended at Mania. That is 4 singles matches for the women. I'm certain, guaranteed. Okay? You're going to get 5 matches for the women now. There's not a chance in hell Triple H will be that bold to not have all 4 belts being defended. It won't happen. I'm telling you right now. It will not happen. We'll be free from Liv, and yeah, it'll be over at Mania. She'll lose to Rhea Ripley at Mania, and it'll be done. Okay? There's a curse to winning the tag titles. Someone getting injured every time. That's a good point. That's a fair point. But Rhea Ripley, not Rhea Ripley, but Jade Cargill, they went a long time before injury. So I wouldn't say it's cursed because they had a championship belt for a while. And in the Unholy Union, they didn't get injured. Alba and Ala didn't get injured. So who eliminates Bianca from the Rumble? Well, that depends. Yeah, I don't know. A part of me thinks Rhea. If Rhea wins the Rumble again, which is very possible, because Triple H is booking it, so why not? It's possible. I can see the last 2 being Rhea Ripley and Bianca. Remember, under Vince, Bianca eliminated Rhea Ripley to win the Rumble. This will be the first time in a long time, I think. No, not a long time. I take that back. I take it back. Okay, I'm going to say Rhea Ripley and Bianca have not been in the Rumble together since 2021, but I think that's wrong. I think Bianca and Rhea Ripley were in the Rumble together. And Rhea Ripley won it, right? Wait a minute. Is that right? Is that right? Yes or no? Have Bianca and Rhea Ripley been in Rumble ever since that moment? Someone let me know. I can find out, but if you know, tell me in the chat. Since this moment right here, have they been in Rumble before together? When Ronda won, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I could see Rhea Ripley and Bianca being the last two. And this time, Rhea Ripley gets the advantage. This time, Rhea Ripley gets the big moment by eliminating Bianca, further teasing the long-term storyline that they've been teasing for the last, I don't know how many years. Triple H's in-game. Its in-game is Bianca Rhea Ripley. So, if you want to add another nugget to the long-term story, you have Bianca and Rhea Ripley be the final two, and Rhea eliminate Bianca, sending Rhea Ripley to Liv Morgan at Mania. I would not count it out one bit. I would not count it out one bit. That is the Mania match he wants. That's it. Okay? That is the match that he wants. He will do it on the biggest stage, or maybe SummerSlam. But I think that's his end game for Rhea Ripley. This big show, this big matchup right here. We'll see what happens. Who wins the chamber then? I think it should be Rhea Ripley. I think Rhea Ripley should win the chamber because she's never done it before. All right? She never won the chamber, so give her that new accolade. That's what I would do. I'd have Rhea win the chamber and have someone else win the Rumble. But because the top storyline for the women in Triple H's mind, the top storyline is Liv Rhea Ripley. Because that's the top storyline, I can see him just applying the Rumble to that top story. So forget about the chamber, Rhea Ripley. We don't have anybody to win the Rumble to take on Nia or whatever, because the real storyline here, the top storyline, whether they like it or not, the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. So you apply the Rumble winner to the top storyline. Therefore, Rhea Ripley wins the Rumble again, faces off against Liv Morgan, and then chamber winner will face Nia, Charlotte, or Tiffany, whoever the hell is champion, right? But I almost want to say it's going to happen. Like, I almost want to say it's going to happen. That he will apply the Rumble winner to the top storyline. That's kind of what he does, right? A part of me wants to just book it. I don't want it to happen. I want Rhea Ripley to win the chamber. But there's a part of me that just wants to call it now. He will apply the Rumble winner to the Liv Morgan story because it's the top storyline. Therefore, Rhea must win. Can you imagine the IWC? Oh, Lord. Can you imagine the reaction of the IWC if Rhea Ripley wins the Rumble in 2 months? I think it's possible. It may even be likely because, again, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley is Triple H's top storyline in the women's division. You always apply the Rumble winner to the top storyline typically. I think folks may be very upset come Rumble time. That's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. The reaction is going to be crazy. Funny, but crazy. Oh my God. The hate train. People hate Rhea Ripley online now. If she wins the Rumble, I'm a Rhea Ripley fan, okay? I like Rhea. I mean, look at my damn banner here, okay? Look at my banner. I'm a fan, okay? I got Bianca, I got Rhea Ripley up there, I got Tiffany. I'm a fan of Rhea Ripley, okay? Do I think her booking's great? No. Will she deserve the hate she gets if she wins a Rumble? No. But I'm telling you, it's probably likely. I'm trying to help you guys out. I try to follow logic and reason, okay? I'm not a fancy booker that makes bullshit out of nowhere. I try to follow the logic. Follow Triple H's booking habits. I'm telling you, right now, the year of our Lord 2024 is November 25th. It's likely that Triple H will apply the Rumble winner to the top storyline. The top storyline is Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Therefore, it's likely that Rhea Ripley will win the Rumble. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying it should happen. I'm just saying it's likely. Let's see. I never thought I would see the IWC hate someone more than Becky, Charlotte, and Bianca. whoever is champion the longest, people hate winners. People hate who's ever on top. That's how it is. Bianca, everybody loved her in 2020, year 2020, 2021. Everybody loved Bianca. Once you've been on top for a long time, they start to hate you. It is what it is. It happened with Rhea Ripley. She was the talk of the town. Everybody loved Rhea Ripley. Beat Charlotte Flair. Rhea Ripley beat her. And then what happened? She became champion. Then she won, and she won, and she won. People said, I'm tired of this. What's the next flavor of the month? And then when you have a fan base like Liv Morgan, then it can like turn up a notch, even more so, right? Now, like, IWC is annoyed with Rhea Ripley. Get her out of here, right? The same thing will happen with the next champion. Let's see. Tiffany. Tiffany is the flavor of the month. IWC likes Tiffany. Come on, Tiffany, win the belt, right? If Tiffany cashes in, and becomes champion, and she has bad storylines, the IWC will turn on Tiffany. It is what it is, okay? It's funny. Bianca Belair, right now, is very, very popular with the IWC. You notice that? She's popular. They appreciate her. They miss her in ring. Oh, Bianca, she's so good in the ring. She's so good, right? Because she's not champion. It's sad, but that's how it is. Everybody's praising Bianca's in ring. Bianca's great. Io Sky's great. They're so awesome, right? The second Bianca wins the belt, oh my God, it's Bianca again. It's Bianca Hogan. She's already champion so long. Can't be someone else. It is what it is, okay? It's IWC. IWC. That's why I created this channel. Now, I probably want to change my name from exposing the IWC. I want to change it, but we'll see how long I hold this name. But yeah, it's bad. Tails, Creature Lives, Murphy, Rhea Ripley winning the Rumble. Likely. Joshi stands were mad at Lyra. Why? Could you beat Io? They won't hate Io though. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. She was champion, remember? It's funny how people forget. Io was champion. And there was hate online. Trust me. Now, the Joshi stands had her back, right? People are saying, oh, she's winning by cheating. It's boring. It's Bayley's storyline. Bayley's carrying in the storyline. Dakota Kai is carrying the storyline. She's there. She's in the background. She's not doing anything. She sucks. She's boring. Boo. Take the belt off of Io. Put it on Bayley. You guys, it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget. Io Sky was getting shit online as champion. Now, she had her Joshi stands there to defend her, of course, but there was a lot of criticism of her reign. Now, she was a heel. She was cheating. It wasn't great. She wasn't talking very much. It was Bayley's show. It was Bayley's storyline. She was carrying it, but she got a lot of hate. But because she is so damn good, they are wanting her to get the belt again. They want her to have a babyface run where she's champion and she's not really talking very much. She's just winning, that's fine. But eventually, they will turn. Eventually, they will turn. People don't like winners, okay? Same thing with Cody Rhodes. Now, it's not happening in the crowd. It's an internet thing. Not a live show thing. It's an internet thing. When it comes to what I'm talking about here, it's all internet. Yeah, the kip up. I'm gonna change it again. No, the kip up. No, exposing IWC. It'll be something else. I don't know that. I don't know yet though. I have no idea. Out of Kalani, Zarya, Jordan Grace, Julia, and Stephanie, who's turning heel? Zarya. Easy one. It'll be Zarya. I think. Stephanie, maybe 50-50, but Zarya for sure, she's turning heel. Zarya, how do I know? She speared Jordan Grace. Okay. They're going to tell that storyline. They're going to tell that story of her feuding with Jordan Grace. They're going to go back to it. Jordan Grace will be a face. And Zarya will be a heel. For sure. Have y'all seen heel Zarya on RCW? She's a menace. Yeah, she'll be heel. She'll be heel. Thoughts on Mercedes Statlander? Okay, let's talk about Full Gear a little bit then. Very good match. It was probably her best match in AEW. I thought that it was very clean. I thought she had a lot of great moves, like that damn Hurricanrana to the outside. Very clean, very nice. I like the near counts were all good. She kicked out of her finisher, the Moneymaker. That was nice to see. It was a very good match all around. I thought Statlander played her part well. When you have a very good in-ring partner like Statlander, it's very easy to have a good match. I thought Mercedes had her best match, her best performance in AEW. Way better than Britt Baker. When you put a good worker like Mercedes Moné with a good talent, you get magic. Put her with Britt Baker, you get some sloppy shit, okay? Statlander's great. Mercedes Moné is awesome in the ring. One of the best in the ring for me. And it was a very, very, very good match. Now, that was the only women's match. I thought the Will Ospreay match with Kyle Fletcher was very good. You always count on Will Ospreay to deliver. I mean, he's the best in AEW right now. He's always going to deliver. It's always going to be fun. So you can't miss that match. Go. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch Statlander, Mercedes Moné. Go back and watch Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. Both very good. The main event, it was okay. I get what they're going for. You had Moxley retaining. You had, at the end of the match, Christian come out to try to cash in his, not the briefcase, but a contract, whatever. And then you had Jay White come out to stop him. And then you had, no, wait. I'm messing up the sequencing. I think first it was Hangman that came out, right? Hangman came out. And then Christian Cage came out. And then Jay White came out. And then they went to the back. And then they're walking to the car. And then what's his face? Why am I blanking on his name? Crash Test Dummy. Why am I blanking on his name? I hate when that happens. Darby Allin, Jesus. Then Darby Allin came out there and then crashed their car and he bloodied up in his face and it was fine, okay? Did I love that? It was fine. I understand what they're going for. Kind of going for like a bloodline ending kind of thing where a lot of interference, a lot of overbooking. I don't hate it. It was fine. Like it was okay. Like I thought the main event was fine. I thought MJF match was not good. I don't need to see that match. Waste of time. That's a Dynamite match. I think the tag match was okay. Jack Perry against Daniel Garcia. That's a Dynamite match. Like most of these matches do not need to be on the card. I think they should have more women's matches and less of these Dynamite matches. Like most of these matches are Dynamite matches. I'm sorry. So here's the sequencing here. Hangman came out there first. Then Christian Cage. I didn't get the Jay White part. But you can't use out there. And then you had Darby Allin. Then you had Darby Allin crashing the car into their truck. This is how you close the show. It was Pedro, I see your super chat. How much time worth for a Discord chat? How much is your time worth for Disney? I don't know. I've thought about that before. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. Right now, it's not in the cards to have a Discord, but we'll see what happens. I might start one. Who knows? If it happens, it won't be anytime soon, though. But it could happen later on. We'll see. Thanks for super chat, Pedro. Yeah, Darby Allin. It is what it is. Like this storyline, we'll see where it goes. Moxley's not my favorite. It's not my favorite performer. Him and Marina Shafir are at the top of the division right now, or top of the company right now in terms of booking. we'll see where it goes. Mina Shirakawa, thought that segment was weak. I thought Mariah May would attack Marina, but ultimately she missed. Marina speared her through the table. She had like a bloody face, a bloody mouth, and she kissed Mariah. Did not love the segment. Thought it was poorly executed for the most part. Yeah. So not that much going on for that show. I give that show like a 7 out of 10 at best. Maybe 6.5. A lot of filler stuff, I think, that should have been on a Dynamite and not on a pay-per-view. But 9 matches, 1 women's match, a lot of Dynamite matches. Just not great. Just not great. Okay, that's just my opinion. Thought it was like a C PLE. I'm sorry, not PLE. A C pay-per-view. This was good. Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher was good. Rest of it at the bottom here you can pass on. Tag match was okay, but I pass on that too. I thought Swerve, Bobby Lashley was fine. I'd have watched that again probably. Chris Allen, Mercedes May, very very good. Jack Perry, Daniel Garcia, pass. Dynamite match, Ricochet match, Dynamite, and then these two up top here. It was just it was fine. It was okay storytelling. It was just a lot happening in the end there. Not the best pay-per-view for AEW, but it is what it is. Tony Khan doesn't book for me. He books for the sickos. Ricochet looked very slow against Takeshita. Yeah, it wasn't the best. Like, I don't know why not save those matches for Dynamite. Load up Dynamite, make Dynamite more interesting. I don't need to see those matches on Full Gear. Full Gear should be like 6-7 matches, not 9. It should be more than 1 women's match for sure. It should be 2 women's matches at least. But it is what it is. Anything else before we wrap up stream? Before Monday Night Raw? Again, as a reminder, getting a very Bianca Belair heavy show here. I think with the storylines and the story beats coming up here. Roxanne will stand tall on NXT before Stand and Deliver. Sure. It will be a clear sign that Roxanne is losing her title. I agree. I think she loses at Stand and Deliver to Julia. So every title defense she gets before that, she will stand tall. For sure. WWE Instagram post anything else? No. Still Bianca, Naomi. What if Asuka returns and wins the Rumble or the Chamber? I'll be surprised, Danny. I'd be very, very surprised if that happens. I'd be shocked. I think Asuka returns to be with Kairi Sane. They chase the tag titles, but I don't see another significant singles run for Asuka unless it's in the mid card. When is Zarya time to get caught up to the main roster? Should be down there for like a good. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. Yeah, she won the Chamber in 2020. Yeah, she won the Chamber recently. That was because Bianca, her actual partner, her opponent, she got injured. Well, not injured. They had a pivot because it was supposed to be Bianca, Charlotte, and Ronda, Rhea Ripley, but Ronda had to take some time off, so it became Bianca, Asuka, and Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair. And remember the Bianca Asuka feud was terrible. It's terrible because it wasn't the original plan. It was garbage because it wasn't the original plan. They had to pivot. I miss Asuka as well. Asuka will be back. She'll be back. She'll be in the tag division, but she'll be back. Any other questions before Monday Night Raw? Let me look at Twitter and see if anything popped up here. See if anything. The final Raw. Let me see this. The final Raw before. Let's see what she's talking about here.
Live from Glendale, Arizona. WWE Now is presented by Aries Tech, the leader in EMF modulation technology. Aries Tech's innovative solutions help protect against harm. Right now, WWE Women's can enhance your well-being at ariestech.com. The advantage at WarGames will be decided when one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Bianca Belair, takes on the WWE Women's Champion, Nia Jax. The numbers game
To be the main event, folks. It has to be the main event. That right there has to be the main event. We'll see. I wonder if we get a copyright strike for this. I don't know. I shouldn't risk it. It should be fine, but I don't want to risk it. Let's do this.
game wasn't looking good last week, but the odds got evened in a major way with the return of the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. Will Belair deliver the advantage from her side, or will the WWE Women's Champion continue her dominance? We're going to find out tonight. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston will look to get back on track when they take on Otis and Akira Tozawa of the Alpha Academy in tag team action. Now, the New Day has struggled in recent months, and Woods' remarks about the Alpha Academy didn't help.
We're all friends here, guys.
You meant a private chat for like 15 minutes on Discord? I'm not that familiar with Discord. I gotta learn Discord. Discord like something that I've only been on like a couple times. I gotta figure that out. Not too familiar with the ins and outs of Discord. I feel like she would have said main event though. Well, let's see. Let's keep listening. Let's see. Maybe it is.
You wouldn't mind your own business, Otis.
The championship advice.
Kaiser attacked a vulnerable Breaker. The Intercontinental Champion released a scathing video where he called out the German superstar.
My name is Ludwig Kaiser, and I absolutely suck. I'm gonna give you some unsolicited championship advice since you're not used to hanging on to one. See, you're not coming after me anymore.
You will not want to miss this hard-hitting matchup as Braun Breaker and Ludwig Kaiser square off in this non-title match tonight. The LWO and American Made
Non-title match? That's not the main event. No way that's the main event. No way. So this, it gotta be Bianca Jade. It has to be Jade. Bianca Nia Jax. It has to be.
The LWO knocked. So there you have it. That's the latest from around WWE. A big thank you to Aries.
I'm calling it, folks. I'm calling it. Tomorrow, Ludwig Kaiser. What about Ludwig Kaiser? The main event is Bianca and Naomi. Keep saying every other name but Nia Jax. Why is that? What about Nia Jax's name makes me do that? The main event is Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax, okay? Not Ludwig Kaiser, not Rey Mysterio. The main event is Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax. Guaranteed. If I'm wrong, well then, you know. All right, folks. That is it for the stream. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy Monday Night Raw. Yeah, it's going to be main event, I think. Enjoy Monday Night Raw. It should be good show. Again, Bianca at the center of the show. Forefront. Who attacked Jade Cargill? Did Naomi do it? What about Bayley? What's going on? By the way, we're going to have a lot of streams coming up here for like the best of 2024. The best match 2024. The best women's wrestler. The best male wrestler 2024. Best match. Best feud. Best story. Yada, yada, yada. So we're going to have a lot of best of 2024 streams coming up here. That should be fun. I got to go rewatch a lot of shit. I rewatch a lot of matches to see my ranking for the best of 2024. We'll see how that goes. But it should be fun. So we're going to get a lot of streams for certain topics in that regard. We will see if you guys agree with my ranking. We'll see if you guys agree with my my matches of best of 2024. They didn't say JD versus. That's true. That's true. I'll still be surprised because ultimately WarGames. I'm talking about Richard's comment about JD versus War Raiders. I still think that the top story is the WarGames stuff. So I still think Bianca Nia is the main event. But we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, a lot of rankings coming up here for 2024. Be fun. A lot of streams. Do me a favor. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy Monday Night Raw. Should be a good show. Talk to you guys later. Peace.